It's 2:30 a.m. It's dark out. We both have our notes. Let's get into it.
What's up, folks? How you doing? Welcome to another Kickstarter Corner. We each have 4, I believe, to talk about. But before I get into it, I just want to let y'all know that not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before, we finally got to meet Garrett Gunn and Dr. Christina Blanche of Good Boy fame for their Good Boy World Tour. Unfortunately, that Kickstarter will have ended by the time we put this video out, but I think they made it to 40K.
Pretty close. And when they tell you don't meet your heroes or somebody that you look up to, that is bull.
Yeah, it's garbage.
They're cool. You can tell that just by talking with them online, but in person.
We all got big bear hugs from Garrett. We got hugs from Dr. Christie. They asked us, hey, you guys coming back to hang out? And then after that, Sean had already set up this plan to get them to come to dinner with us. We thought maybe they were just humoring us at first, but like, oh yeah, we'll do that. That they were going to end up being too tired. But no. We went to dinner with them. Not only did we go to dinner with them, dinner was freaking amazing.
Yeah. They
actually hung out for another hour with us after eating, knowing they had to be on the road going to Izzy's the next day.
Yeah. They had it was about an 8-hour drive from where we are in Texas to Alabama, I think is where.
Yeah.
Alabama
is in Alabama.
So we can't thank you guys enough just for the experience to get to hang with y'all and talk to you, pick your brains a little bit, see like what you guys enjoy reading and whatnot. And not gonna lie, some of your opinions definitely surprised me. But hey, that's what makes y'all who you are, and it was definitely a joy. I can't wait.
Oh, so awesome.
Eventually, we'll put pictures up. We literally have everything that we own except for I think one set of Good Boy comics that we own from the two of them. We had them signed, basically.
No, I think we have every single set signed.
Okay, so we
even the ones that they had, the Good Boy ones that were there.
Oh yeah,
blood foil.
Yeah,
we got those signed. We got Christmas Caroline that we hadn't even pulled out of our pool box yet.
Signed.
Jenna got it out. They signed it, put it back. There was one singular thing, and I'm gonna tell this story real fast, and then we'll get into the Kickstarter corner. So Garrett had wanted us, just told us, bring everything you got. Well, we were going to, and Jenna's like, well, maybe we shouldn't, we don't want to overwhelm them with all this stuff. And we get there, and Garrett's like, where is everything? And I was like, well, I didn't want to bring too much. He goes, no, to hell with that, dude. Bring everything y'all got.
Yeah.
Come back. Come back. We'll sign this stuff. Go do what you got to do. Bring whatever you have. And then I found out I was missing one singular little art print that was on our bookshelf. I just found it the other day. One singular art print is the only thing by the two of them that I hadn't gotten signed.
All right, well,
it was a Warcorns one.
That'll just be the beginning of when they come next time.
Exactly.
The cool part, though, is at least they were able to finally get to look at Beasto Blanco. Because apparently Garrett hadn't got to see what they look like in person, and he was flipping through, goes, man, this turned out really good. I'm like, no joke. And I've read the Ash Can, and it's going to be good. So when it comes out, can't wait for it.
Yeah, Sean, you got that on a live show, right?
I bought it during the live show because Garrett was like, go to this website and get it. I bought it literally the week before, and it got here the day before they showed up.
Yeah.
Also, before we jump into this sidebar, I'm going to apologize now for the background or lack thereof. Had to drop back and punt on where to record, so all I've got is this snazzy Marvel blanket that I got for Christmas from my parents, which is freaking awesome if you can't tell what it is. But I'm going to work on this space and make it a little more worthy of the channel, because I can tell when Jenna comes back and watches this video, she's going to cringe from the lack of awesomeness.
But I'm my own decoration, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
All right, with that said, like Jay said, we've got 4 apiece. He's going to start us off. Let's get into it.
Oh, my first one. I tell this story every time I talk about this, but I believe it was Wednesday night this one dropped, and that is Immortal Error number 6. I have been following this thing since it was lost in our emails, and I found it and I read it and loved it. I can't remember which one I jumped in at. I want to say it was number 2 or 3, but I don't remember. But we're up to number 6 now, and this story is so good. It's a hero's quest set 200 years in the future, in a post-apocalyptic world where the only way to save humanity is by killing them. And the reason for that is the first issue starts out in present day. I can't remember what present day was for them, but New Year's Eve, I believe, there's no more death. Nobody can die. Now you find out in the first and second, or the second issue, why no one's dying. And it gets uncovered, but you don't see it. Like it gets uncovered, and then we kind of jump to the future, 200 years into the future. So people have not been able to die. Now, how horrible would that be? And the interesting thing about why you can't die is explained in the second book, but I'm really hoping that eventually the creator goes back and tells some stories from that time until we get to the time we're at in the series, which is it's a crazy ride, folks. This one, like I said, it just dropped Wednesday. It has until April 17th until it ends. This is from Finish Line Comics. This was written and created by a very good friend of the channel, Edward Davis. Love this story. I can't wait. I already can't wait to get it in, and he just started it. The art was done by Cesar Oliveira. It was colored by Viviana Spinelli and lettered by Manny Hernandez. And this go around they had, and I already pre-apologize because I really don't know how to say this name. The editor for it was Chuck Pinow, I think. I apologize, boss. Please, any of you, please spell it out phonetically in the comments for me. I hate that I don't get names very well, but yeah, I'm super excited for this one. The books have all been killer. Once again, this is one of those, he always has a catch-up tier, so if you missed out on any of the previous issues, all the links will be in the description, so you can go and check this one out. I'm super excited for it already.
And I'm going to add in, you will not be disappointed, and you'll find out why literally every con he went to last year, he was nominated for like one of the best comics at the show. See, and I promise you will not be disappointed. It took me a while before I got a chance to read it, and then Jay finally just threw the issues at me one night and he goes, freaking read it. Yeah. You'll find out why this is something that's been already nominated several times.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first one out of the gates for me is called Tomb of the Black Horse. This campaign ends on March 23rd. This one is written by Ian Mondrick. Artist and co-creator is Benjamin Philby. Colorist is Sean Benyon. Let me know please in the comments if I got that anywhere close. And the letterer is Hassan Atsmane Al-How. And I'm sure I butchered that. Again, please spell it out phonetically down below. Let me know.
We need help with these.
Yes. Cover artist is Kim Myatt and editor is Claire Napier. This one I kind of found just because the thumbnail for the campaign, I was just like, what is this? So I had to click on it. If you're a fan of Ice Cream Man and Silver Coin,
yeah,
this is going to be a book for you. And apparently they've got several of these where it's like Tomb of the White Horse, Tomb of the Red, like,
oh, wow.
So it's a series. This is definitely, I think this might be like a one-shot. I don't know if they all connect. But they definitely have several other issues that build into this world that they have already done. So if you know about these and you've read some of their other books, let me know down in the comments. Let me know how good they are, because we are definitely thinking about getting this one. So the synopsis for this is: a secret compound in the Montana wilderness, an ancient power exploited by the world's most powerful. Tell me something new. And the two vengeful parents who will learn firsthand what lies within the Tomb of the Black Horse.
Oh
And I will just say the sample page of art, when you go check out this campaign, we'll leave a link down in the description for all of these, is simply amazing. That's all I can say. I'm an art snob, you know me, and it looks awesome.
I'm gonna check this out.
And I'm gonna preface this. I've not read Ice Cream Man. He has.
Oh, so
I've read The Silver Coin. We all have in this house, so I know that's a good series. So yeah, I know that between the three of us, somebody in this house is going to like this because all three of us are fans of at least one or both of those series.
Yeah.
For sure, him and Jen have read both.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys head on over to the campaign page, check it out. I really think the art will sell you on the whole thing if that synopsis didn't. Again, yeah, this one again ends on March 23rd. Hope you guys go check it out and back it. And Jay, what do you got next, bro?
Okay, so this one actually came from, I believe I was in a Facebook thing, and I want to say it was either Edward Davis or Sean P. Terry were dropping something, and it was Sean. It was Sean. He was asking about people doing interviews, and I was like, well, we're not exactly there yet, but eventually in the future we'd love to. And a gentleman by the name of Matt Campbell was like, hey, I'd love to be interviewed by you. I'm dropping a Kickstarter pretty soon. And again, I was like, well, I don't want to lead anybody on and be like, oh yeah, we can do that, and then we can't. We're just not there yet. We're getting there. We're going to. But for now, we're going to get to everybody that we can. But for now, I was like, let me at least check this Kickstarter out. And I did. I thought it looked pretty cool. Now, this is called Mythica. This, unfortunately for me, is on issue 8. He does have a catch-up tier, but I've already hit my limit with Kickstarter this month, so I'm not going to be able to get it this time. But this looks really, really interesting. It's already funded. It ends on March 20th. This is from, I believe they're called Action Line Studios. I think it's a Colorado publisher, I believe. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe they're in Colorado. Now, here's the synopsis, and this is a good one. Mythica is a dark fantasy comic where a kilted Scottish soldier and a seductive super spy band together with unlikely allies to fight monsters and demons as World War I rages around them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
the art's really cool. They have this. The other thing that's really cool is the next stretch goal. It's going to unlock a digital bundle. This digital bundle actually includes Immortal Error #1. I thought that was super awesome.
Cool.
Now this was written and illustrated by Matt Campbell, so he did a lot of work on this. Colored by Robert Nugent and lettered by Tim West of DangerGeek.com. The other really cool thing I found out about this is each time a new issue is released, a new run of previous issues will be made with a new set of covers.
Oh, that's cool.
So, take for example, I know I'm explaining this like I don't really have to, but they have a issue 8, so they're going to take 1 through 7 and make brand new covers for that 1 through 7. And these covers, y'all, I'm telling you, go and check this campaign out. If there's anything about this that sounds interesting, if you got the means to, grab all of them because these covers look dope. This story looks great, and I think maybe the next campaign, if there's a digital bundle, which I believe there was for this one, I think I might back that just to get it that way because the story, come on, man.
Yeah.
Kilted Scottish warrior and a super sexy super spy, World War I, and monsters and demons and stuff like that. That's my jam. I love books like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, go check that out. Again, ends March 20th.
So this next one is, by the time this video comes out, will end within about 2 or 3 days. It ends on March 16th. So I apologize that it took me so long to get this one into a Kickstarter, but better late than never. This one is called Villainous. And this is written and created by TJ Sterling and Newton Livoy. I'm not sure if I got that anywhere close. Arts and colors by Ednane Zion, or Zion, again, probably butchered that. That's for issue 1. And then issues 2 and 3 is Solomon Farias. And then colors on issues 2 and 3 are Loris Ravina. And letters are Darren Bennett, and he's through the entire series.
Oh, okay.
So that much I was able to figure out. So if you're a big anti-hero fan, this is definitely something that's going to be for you. The synopsis of this one is, the year is 2189. The anti-hero Shatter is wreaking havoc on the city of Demetropolis. I hope I said that right. He bumps heads with law enforcement and a secret government entity known as District. I think that's how it's pronounced. DSTRK.
DSTRK.
I don't know how to. And then, but basically, the story starts going when he crosses the line and kills 3 innocent people. Then the police and the government try to come in, and it becomes a battle for survival. And of course, in his eyes, he'll just burn the city down in order to survive. So that's really kind of where it is. What drew me in with this one is I'm the art snob. Elite level art. I mean, some of, like, rank it up there with some of the best that I've seen. If Image from the 90s did more futuristic stuff, and I'm not going to lie, I haven't read a ton of 90s Image stuff, so I don't know if they have, but it's a little reminiscent of that type of book. It is stunning. The main character himself almost has like some cybernetic enhancements, it looks like, on his face. If we can, maybe we'll try to find a snippet and put it here somewhere on the screen.
Oh, I saw that earlier today.
Okay, so he knows what I'm talking about now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's got the long hair. He is amazing looking. So
yeah, he does look really good.
Again, this one ends on March 16th, which I think is next Tuesday or Wednesday. So head on over and check it out. It is funded, so you are guaranteed a copy if you do back this one. And yeah, I can't say anything more about it because I'm just going to gush over the art for like the next 20 minutes. That's just how I am. That's how good it is for me. I could just look at the whole book without words.
You know, what's really funny is when I saw that earlier, I at first thought it was a different like picture for that Metal Shade book.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this guy looks like he could belong in that universe.
You'd almost think that. Speaking of Metal Shade, that campaign ends
same day as Good Boy.
Almost the same day as Good Boy, or the following day. But by the time this video comes up, it'll have already ended. I can't wait. I backed that, and they reached $50,000 in funding. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that got unlocked, I am psyched. There's going to be some stickers, so Jenna is going to be excited.
Yes.
But not to mention there's metal book covers, magnets, prints. I mean, we get all sorts of stuff. So, not to take away from the campaign that we're talking about, but super psyched to get that one because the two, like Jay said, you could kind of see where those universes could come together in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for when we get that one down the road.
Hey, if it happens, cut the check. All right, just in case we gave you an awesome idea. Anyway, so for my next one, this is a campaign that once again I want to say I saw it on a Facebook ad, clicked on it.
Kudos Facebook ads.
I'm telling you folks, Facebook ads work. That's how I got into Kickstarter to begin with way back in the day with Comics Tribe. Because it was a Facebook ad that I happened to click on.
Nice.
This one is called Crit, C-R-I-T, Intestinal Fortitude, a D&D superhero adventure story. Now this was already funded. This one ends on April Fool's Day, April 1st. And because I was too lazy to write out the synopsis, I have my phone here, and I'm going to read the synopsis from my phone. So, Crit is a superhero comic based on Dungeons & Dragons homebrew game. It is an action-adventure series that centers around a group of friends that gain superpowers after an accident at work. As with any tabletop game, the outcome depends on how the players roll the dice, so the outcome of each story can be unpredictable. The series follows the team as they uncover the source of their powers, face challenges, and grapple with choices that test whether or not they can truly call themselves superheroes. Now,
So they roll the dice, and that's how the book goes.
Well, see, the thing is, apparently it's also a D&D campaign that these guys were doing. So, and when I get further down here, I hope that might explain a little bit more.
Okay.
Because it took me a while before I got the premise of it too. But once I did, I was like, oh my god, that's super smart. Because here's the team, and there's a lot of people on this, so this is going to take me a minute. The creator, writer, artist, world builder, and dungeon master is Christopher Michael. The colorist on this was Cristiano Cruz. Another creator, writer of Caliber, editor, and world builder was Brad Haynes. And yet another creator and writer of Boulder, letterer, editor, Terrell Wilkins. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The players, okay? These guys provide the dialogue and actions of their characters. So basically what they're doing is these guys are actually playing a D&D campaign, and they're using that to write the comic.
Okay,
so we have Obi Dancy as Reach, Austin Ferguson as Spectre, and Ryan Kidd as Bones. Now let me tell you the coolest thing about these tiers, because this was one that I was able to back. This one was actually part of my budget this month. And what was really cool about this is checking through the tiers, I'm not actually getting the newest one they're putting out. They have a tier that is the Season 1 trade paperback. It comes with the trade paperback of Season 1, which I believe is issues 0 through 4. Comes with a Season 1 t-shirt, a sticker pack, a poster pack, and some other goodies. So if I like this one, when the next campaign rolls around, I can get the next 2 issues that I was missing. So I'm not getting the new one. I think this is for issue 5. Yeah, it's for issue 5. So I'm getting the first season of it, because I was like, man, that is such a steal. All that stuff for $30, I believe it was, plus the shipping. Again, I know, other than what I've read, I know nothing about this. I've never read this before. I've never seen it before. And a lot of these Kickstarters that we find, some of these we don't find at the very beginning. Some of these we find, and they've been going on for a while, and we're just like, how are we just seeing this?
I know, like Mythica having 8 issues. This one's on issue 5.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've got a couple of other campaigns that are like, it's like Metal Shade.
Yeah.
This is their 3rd release. I don't know. Like Kickstarter, why you do this to us?
Exactly. Like we look through Kickstarter. We literally spend a day or so where we do nothing but just look through Kickstarters, and we see these, and then we make our lists and stuff, and then the next day a bunch of other ones like just pop out of the woodwork, and we're like, well, there we go. There's for the next video.
Yeah. So, don't lie though. You just wanted the shirt.
I did really want the shirt. The shirts are really dope.
You wanted the shirt. You saw stickers for your wife. You're like, hey, look, everybody gets something they want.
Exactly.
Now for real though, he will enjoy the comic.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the next one I got again is one that ends on the 16th of March. Better late than never, like I said with the last one. This one is called Ormus. This is sci-fi heaven for me. As soon as I saw the picture, I was like, this is sci-fi. I gotta read it. So the synopsis behind this one, and once I read that, I'll let you know who created this. The story follows Odessa and Atlas, who discover an uncharted planet during a routine mission and uncover a possible conspiracy that has removed the planet from their various maps and databases. Why would someone go to such lengths to hide a planet, and what secrets are hidden on its surface?
Hide a planet.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
They had a
Really.
planet. So the art and story are by Sun Kamunaki. Please let me know if I'm even close. I think it's Kamunaki. And story and letters are by Garth Matthews. Again, the sample pages of art on this one, it is very Star Wars and Star Trek.
Oh.
Turned up to 11, because the art is better than any Star Wars or Star Trek book that I've seen personally. It is almost, I don't know. I had a description and a comparison, but it's literally out of my head. So I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes until we get it figured out. But just know that this is probably one of, if not the most beautiful sci-fi book that will be released to the public through Kickstarter. That is my honest opinion. Take it for what you will. Some of you might really disagree with me on my art choices, and if you do, that's fine. Just let me know in the comments. We'll have a fun discussion. I'll tell you how wrong you are.
Yeah.
But the colors are bright, vivid. I mean, the golds. The crazy part about it, gold is hard to color.
Yeah, it really is.
But they have metals in this book that actually look like metals. That's the part that I was like, okay, you gotta be kidding me. You know, other than your metals that are not silvers, dark, you know, stuff like that. But anything else other than that gets kind of hard. And I was like, are you kidding me? And there's one of the whole big panels, you can see my hands here, is a ship. And the ship is like, looks about as real as you're gonna get that you can draw. So I'm sold on that. Of course, the story, I love sci-fi. I'm a big sci-fi person, so I can't wait to read it. The two main characters look awesome. I mean, one of them I want to say is like purple or just big vibrant colors. It's just really, really cool looking.
Is that one of the ones that you sent me on Messenger where it looks like shark teeth or something is on the cover?
That might be the Tomb of the Black Horse one.
Okay.
We'll when we get done, we'll go confirm and you can see it. But I forget if that might be the Tomb of the Black Horse. This one.
So after that weird edit, I was actually getting the covers mixed up because he sent me all three of these. The one I was talking about was Tomb of the Black Horse, but I can tell y'all just by looking at this one, holy cow, that art is nice.
Yeah, you see what I mean though about how I say that the gold looks gold.
Cool.
It is going to be super cool. I am heavily debating. I may just throw my hat in and grab that one. If not, then I believe that's issue 1, if I remember right. So for sure, the next campaign, I am on board. To be perfectly honest, any of these that I'm talking about, if I haven't been able to back them this time around, they're going to get me on the next issue, guaranteed. I guarantee you to the creators, I will get you on the next one. So I hope you have more coming out next year. All right, so we are kind of getting down to the nitty gritty.
We're on our last one apiece. Oh. And guess what? This is going to be a double feature, pretty much.
For the most part, yeah. Yours is kind of a combo, but you know. So these features people that we have talked about before on here.
So this, my last Kickstarter for the night, is Reina, the Bastard Queen. Not only from writer Ryan Cummings of Skeletal Press, but he's actually joined forces with Bad Bug Media and releasing this under the Bad Bug banner. Since I've already told you who the writer is, let me go ahead and tell you the rest of the team. This was illustrated by the Stan Yak. So that's pretty dope. I've seen a lot of Stan Yak stuff recently.
Yeah.
Wow. This was colored by Dennis. I want to say it's Lemon or Lehman.
Let us know.
Please let us know. And ready for this, lettered by Justin Birch this time.
It makes sense because he's working with Ryan, and we've seen Justin's work on a few other Kickstarters. So Justin is
I just was like, it's a Bad Bug book. I almost instinctively put Dave Lentz before I even looked, and I'm glad I looked. Folks, Dave Lentz is so incredible, and we talk about him so much that he has become a predictive text in my phone. When I put letterer or lettered, it says by Dave Lentz. But this one was done by Justin Birch, and the panels that I've seen and what I've read, this book is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Let me give you the little synopsis. This is the story of a young barbarian warrior who seeks vengeance on a coven of witches that murdered her tribe when she was a child. Finding her place in a brutally unforgiving world, Reina will explore beautiful and haunting landscapes while slashing her way through monstrous threats like griffins, vampires, werewolves, and other supernatural beasts. Guaranteed to be an action-packed yet emotional story of carnage and vengeance. And let me tell you one of my favorite things about that synopsis. Griffins. I get werewolves, I get vampires and supernatural things, but the fact that they literally said griffins, there are so many mythical beasts out in the world.
Mm-hmm. And griffins are so underused.
Exactly. Now this one ends on April 7th, but again, I have yet to read, because you backed Century House from Ryan. I have not read that yet, not fully. I have read the panels or whatever, the panels that were on the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But the panels on this that I've read, my goodness.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal. FYI, we have backed this book, by the way.
Yeah, Sean got the cover that I'm not going to tell you because I want him to surprise you when he unboxes it when it comes in finally.
Yeah, let's just say that it's an homage cover, but it is going to be one of the nicest covers, one of the coolest covers that we'll probably get all year. That's all I'm going to say about that. Not only that, because it's a mixture of Bad Bug and Skeletal Press stuff, there's a lot of add-on and backup tiers where you can get stuff from both companies.
Yeah.
So there's a lot there that you can add on, not just this #1. And I can tell you from having read Century House, Ryan does a good job. Century House was a very solid opening issue with, again, amazing art. So Ryan knows how to choose his arts. Ryan knows how to choose his artists, and just a lot of good world building. So I expect that Ryan is going to do the same thing with this one like he did with Century House. But this is just going to be turned up to 10 in terms of the gore and the blood. Yes. It's going to be every kind of awesome that you can think of. And yeah, again, if you go look at the campaign, you'll probably figure out what cover we're talking about. Still not going to tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check it out. It ends on what day?
April 7th.
Yes.
And again, him joining with Bad Bug, that's just like,
yeah,
that's perfect.
It's a great thing for both of them because
yes.
They're both very talented companies that, at least together for whatever they decide to work on. I don't think this is an everything type deal. I could be wrong. We haven't actually asked them, but this is nothing but good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For them to work
apparently
together.
they've got a couple of projects they're going to work on together.
Cool. And that is nothing but a good thing for comics.
Exactly. So. But that is my list. Sean, what's the last one we're going to talk about tonight, boss?
All right, so to complete our double feature, this next book is, again, by Bad Bug Media. This is one that we were going to add on to one of the other campaigns that we bagged for Bad Bug as a catch-up, because our goal this year is to get their entire catalog. Well, Mike surprised us and dropped this. So we are talking about Black Jackets. This is one that we have been waiting on. If you are a fan of Buffy, Harry Potter, Ghostbusters, or The Craft, this is a book for you. It is written, of course, by the awesome Mike Tiener. Artist is Francesco Tomaselli. And the letters, Che! You know who it is? You know who it is?
Is it Dave?
It's Dave. It's Dave Lenz.
Yes.
Don't worry, Dave. We'll send you the royalty check when this video is over, as agreed upon in our last conversation. But the synopsis for this one is, monsters are real and they suck. Join 16s as they embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries of a fraternal organization known as the Black Jackets. The story basically centers around their parents mysteriously disappearing. So they are on a journey to try and find them, and you basically get to see a whole bunch of magical awesomeness. The cool part is there's like 5 different disciplines. You got like demonology, engineering, alchemy, sorcery is another one. And the cool part about this is each discipline has a tier where you can get, of course, the comics.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention, this is issues 4 and 5. There's actually 3 other issues. The campaign is for issues 4 and 5. So we backed the tier where we're getting the whole run. This is the first arc, so I'm excited to get that. But yeah, each discipline has its own tier where you get issues 4 and 5 and a shirt and like a print with the logo. Each tier has a different logo, and they're all awesome looking. Of course, he goes for probably the blue one. You know how Jay is, and whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But for real, I mean, it is super cool. Mike has a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And he's one of those, like, he grows. Every time he does a new campaign, he's taking his experiences from the last ones. He loves input. He's a data, likes feedback kind of guy, and I don't know how you do it, Mike, but you literally take every campaign and just bring it up. And like Reina and Blackjack, actually Reina is run by Ryan, but like Black Jackets is no, he did do Reina as well. He helped that one. Bro, I mean, just damn.
Yeah. you literally do get better with every Kickstarter
yes.
you do.
So this is a book that is done in black and white with your inks, and it looks awesome. I mean, you want to talk about some of the most detailed black and whites. This book has it. There's some really awesome sample panels. I can't wait to read it. And the cool part is too is they if you go through the campaign, he gives you a brief, like, 1 or 2 line thing for each issue, what it's about. Mm-hmm. So you'll get an idea of what you're getting with each issue if you have not read any of the story. The catch-up tier is extremely reasonably priced. I want to say it was like $30.
Oh, jeez.
And you get all 5 issues. You get digital issues, some digital prints and stuff like. It is so reasonably priced. It's not even funny. So that's what I backed. I grabbed that, and then on Reina, we got that. We got a couple of other issues of other stuff. I'm pretty sure at the end of both of these campaigns, we will have everything that Bad Bug has published at this point, and then we're just on the road to waiting to when it gets to our door, because we still got Periwinkle, Bearskin, Pocus. We've got this and Reina, so we're pretty much that is going to come. And then His Name is Wrath. He's not running a Kickstarter for. That's an add-on to all these. I've done a review of that book, or preview, I should say. That's an awesome book. One of my absolute favorites. I'm telling you right now, it's still going to be on my end of year list.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was super good. And I think that a couple of these books are going to end up being on there as well. They all look simply awesome.
That is one of those, honestly, even though I haven't read Periwinkle or Bearskin yet, there hasn't been anything from Bad Bug that I've been like, eh. Because we also got Dead and Moon on digital.
Yes.
And I've read part. I haven't read all of that one yet, but I've read part of that one just to check it out. And I was like, man, these folks, like, right now, they do no wrong. Most of their stuff that I've been able to read has been great.
Yeah, I mean, and once we get all this stuff in on this campaign, we'll have everything to finally catch up on. And Midnight Highway, how could we forget about that? That was my introduction to Bad Bug. He was Pocus. And then I jumped on Midnight Highway, and that's how we found out that they were the same company, because he was like, hey, were you talking about Midnight Highway? Yeah, they're offering on my campaign. I'm like, really? I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm like, hey, they got a tier where you get Midnight Highway or Pocus on this one. So, yeah, that's how we kind of came around to that. And then we've since been able to call all these people friends, which is awesome. Believe me, you guys have been great to us, not only just because of the comics and all the dumb questions that we ask, but two, when we ask you guys for advice, y'all have been amazingly supportive, and you give honest feedback, which I greatly appreciate, because I know it has helped me, A, just in trying to be more critical when I look at something. B, it has helped us in hopefully what we're showing you guys on screen and stuff, at least for me. Some of the stuff that I've done, I try to take that to heart. I mean, Jay's just uber talented and can do good at everything he does, so, you know.
Whatever.
Anyways, enough gushing over Jay. Again, I don't think I said, but this one ends on March 24th. So you've got a little bit. This one is, as of right now, was already at, I think, actually it's been funded, I want to say, and Reina was already at 70 or 80% first day. So if these two are not already, they're going to be fully funded within the next couple of days. Jump on board, grab you a copy. Check out Bad Bug. Check out Skeletal, because Ryan has Century House, like we talked about, is available as a backup. He's got another one called Rumble Kings. Yeah. That looks super good. So check all those out. I don't think you'll be disappointed by any of those stories. Well, that's all I've got for this one. You got anything you want to add? Any stuff?
Other than always make sure to support your local comic shop, support creators, support Kickstarter. Next time we do one of these, I'll actually have an Indiegogo one that I want to talk about. Indiegogo is a lot different from Kickstarter. But
Yeah.
that'll be next time.
Yeah, but I remember you were looking at that one. I was like, okay, I'm not used to Indiegogo. All right, folks, that'll wrap it up for this episode of Kickstarter Corner. As always, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe. We try to have content coming out. It's just been really, really crazy, but we try to at least have 1 or 2 videos out every week. Leave comments. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know about some things that you want to see from us. If there's a comic you want us to talk about, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, something that we can get at our local LCS, we are happy to check any and everything out and give our feedback to you guys.
Absolutely.
As always, you stay safe, stay healthy. We'll catch you next time. Later, everyone.
Later, guys.